Okay, so yesterday we installed Postgres on Windows platform. So how we did? So just we have to download Postgres database software from this website www.postgresql.org. So after downloading, just double click on setup file, then click on next and finish. Finish. So while installing Postgres, it's asking a Postgres home location. It's asking data directory. So if you're not specified, it takes the default Postgres home location, default data directory, and it will install everything. So once installed, we have to verify the software installation location and the data files location, where the software will be installed. So how to verify? What is the default Postgres home location in case of Windows operating system? In case of Windows operating system, what is the Postgres home location? So this is the home location. Program files, PostgreSQL 15. This is the version number. What is the data directory? What is the data directory? This is the data directory location. What is the purpose of data directory? To store data files and configuration files. Here, what is the purpose of home location? Postgres software will be installed. The Postgres software will be installed at home location. The data files and the configuration files will be created inside data directory. Let me go and verify the installation part. So open the, just go connect the C drive, program files, PostgreSQL. You can say this is the home location. Means the software will be installed here. This is the software. So there is some data files and the configuration files are there. So all the data files, configuration files where will be created default under data directory. So click on data folder. This is the data directory. This is the data directory location. Under data directory location, the configuration files, data files will be created under data folder. Okay. So this is how we verify data directory. So this is the home location. Inside the home location, there is, you can say, these are the bin folder. What is the purpose of bin folder? Yes, inside the home location, there is a bin folder is there. What is the purpose of bin folder? All the binaries are executable files. Executable files are utilities. Utilities are installed inside this bin directory, bin folder. So there is some utilities are there, some binaries. Under bin folder, all the binaries will be installed under bin folder. Where the bin folder located? Under home location. You can say under 15. We are in the under home location. There is a bin folder is there. If you click on bin folder, yes, these all are utilities. One of the utility, tell me. One of the utility PSQL to connect the database. So all the binaries will be located under bin folder. So let me go back. So there is a bin folder lib. What is the purpose of lib folder? Yes, lib. All the libraries, all the libraries are installed inside this folder or directory. If it is Windows, we can say folder. If it is Linux, we can say directory. Lib folder, bin folder, you can say share folder. Share folder. Under share folder, there is a extension related files are there. Share folder. Share folder. All the extension related files are installed inside this folder. Clear? Under home directory, we need to verify these three important directories or folders. One is bin folder, second is lib folder, third is share folder. Okay. So once we are good with the software, go to the data directory and inside the data directory, we need to verify data files and the configuration files. Let me go to data. I can see where is the data. Let me go back home location. So this is the data folder. So here you can see, we can see some config.config. These are the files, configuration files. Configuration files plus data files. All the data files will be located under base folder. Under base folder. So this is how we can verify after installation of Postgres. We need to verify the installation part. Yes. So when you install the Postgres database, what is the default super user? The default super user will be Postgres. It's created automatically. The user Postgres created automatically. We are not created. The default when you install Postgres database will get one user. That is a default user, super user Postgres. What is the default port number? 5432. What is the default database got created? Three database got created. One is one is Postgres, other one is template 1, template 0. So if yes, how to verify the Postgres? Can say how to verify? How to verify Postgres services are running or not? Services are running or not on Windows. On Windows. Windows. Can say how can verify? So just now I log into my server. So I need to know whether my Postgres service are running or not. There is a service.msc file. There is a services.msc file. Can say we have to open service.msc file. There is a Postgres. You can search with P. You can say PostgreSQL 15. Its status is running or not. You can say search bar, open services.msc file. Then search with PostgreSQL. Yes. Yes or no? Its status is running. If you want to stop, click on stop. Now the Postgres service are stopped state. If the Postgres database service are stopped state, we cannot connect any database. If you want to connect Postgres database, the services should be running. Now it's not showing running. Now, if you want to start the services, click on start. You can say now it's showing running. This is how you can stop and start Postgres services on Windows. Anyone inquiries? Okay. So let me go on. How to connect the database? How to connect the database? There is two methods out there to connect the database. One is command line tools. One is command line mode or command line tools. Second is GUI method. GUI method, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. So in GUI, what is the tool we are using? PG admin. In command line mode, if you want to connect the database in command line mode, what is the tool we are using? PSQL. PSQL is the one of the utility. So all the utilities, PSQL to connect the DB using command line mode. If you want to connect the database using command line mode, what is the utility you can use? PSQL. What is the full path of PSQL? Which location PSQL is there? All the utilities where it is? All the utilities will be located under which folder? Yes. Under bin folder. Under bin folder, there is a PSQL is there. If you want to, let me verify. You can say yes. Home location under bin folder. Bin folder, there is a PSQL is there. You can see somewhere it's PSQL is there. Or you can search with P. You can say PSQL. Yeah, can say yes or no. This is the PSQL utility executable file, binary file. So what is the purpose of this PSQL? What is the location of PSQL? Can say the path, full path of PSQL. Yes. Oh, under home location, there is a bin folder. Under bin folder, PSQL is there. So what is the purpose of PSQL? If you want to connect the database using command line mode, we have to use PSQL utility. Okay. One more utility, initdb. What is the purpose of this? To create a cluster. Okay. In case of Linux, we are going to create a cluster. To create a cluster, we are using initdb. Okay. As of now, we'll discuss only PSQL because we are installing Windows. So tomorrow we are going to install on Linux platform. There we will discuss other utilities. So let me how to connect the database. Let me connect the database using command line mode. So in the search bar, PSQL, search with PSQL. Open PSQL, click on PSQL. So click on enter. Which database you want to connect? Postgres database. How many database default they created? With the installation of Postgres database, how many database? These many database created. Out of this default, they consider Postgres database only. Enter. What is the default port number? Yes, same port I used. What is the username which used to connect the database? Postgres only. Username Postgres, database Postgres. Both are same. What is the purpose or what is the password of Postgres? Oracle. Yesterday I given Oracle. You can say I connected Postgres DB. This is the database name. So this is how you can connect the database using PSQL mode. Clear? Connect DB using command line mode. You can say just open open PSQL, then okay, server, it's a default take localhost, enter database, which database you want to connect, Postgres database only I want to connect Postgres, same database, no need to enter, click on enter. Then the same port I used for my installation part, click on enter. Username, it consider default taken, Postgres user, yes, I want to connect a database, Postgres database with the same user. Then password for the user, you have to provide the password. Password is Oracle, whatever the password you entered while installation. So after password, if you give correct password, then connected database. This is the database name. By seeing this name, understand we connected a database. Which database? PostgreSDB. Clear? Okay. So let's say how many. I want to see how many databases are there. Slash L, list of databases. It gives the list of databases. Slash L. Slash L. You can say to see the list of databases. Yes, you can say slash L. Let me copy. You can say slash L is the meta command. It gives the list of database. How many database are there? Postgres, database name, template 0, database name, template 1. Who is the owner of this database? Postgres only. Who is the owner of this database? Postgres, because the default user is Postgres only. The default super user Postgres. In Linux, what is the super user? Root. So like this, we can connect the database. We can see the how many database are there. If you want to create your own database, suppose I want to create my own database HRMS. How to create? Create a database. Database name HRMS. Yes. Now slash L. Now can say I created and I see the existing database. Can say create a database name. Again I want to say how many database are there. Now this time 4 database. Before 3 rows are there. Now 4 rows means one database extra just now created. Who is the owner of this database? Postgres. What is the DB name? HRMS. Like this we can connect the database. We can create whatever. If you want to, so if you want to create this, create alter, these all are SQL language. Create is the command which is from SQL language. That's why we have to know SQL language first. To practice SQL language, we have to install the database. The SQL, all the SQL commands we can practice in this only. In this data, any database prompt. For all the SQL language commands, where you can practice, after connecting any database, there you can practice SQL commands. All the Linux commands where you can practice, all the Linux commands where you can practice OS level. Okay. Let me log into this root Oracle. Clear any queries in this? So how to exit from this database? Slash q. Slash q to exit the database. To exit the database. Let's see. To exit from database. Slash q. That's it. Clear any queries from anyone? Next. Connect DB using PG admin tool. Using PG admin tool. Using GUI method. Using GUI method. So in GUI method, which one we are using? Which tool? PG admin tool. There is a two ways we can connect the database. One is command line mode. Second is GUI method. GUI method. So if it is GUI method, what is the tool we are using? PG admin tool. PG admin tool also we install it in the part of Postgres database software yesterday. So the PG admin already installed. If not, we need to install. Just download PG admin tool. You can install. Click on next. So let me verify PG admin is existing or not. PG admin. Yes, it's a existing. You can say PG admin 4. Click on PG admin 4. We are opening the PG admin tool because I want to connect the database using PG admin tool using GUI method. So to connect the database GUI mode, what details we required? You can say to connect the DB using GUI method. We need below details. Below details. You can say database name. Which database you want to connect? What is the server name? Server name or host name? Both are same. Server name or host name means where the database, in which server database installed. Next, username. Which user you want to connect the database? So password, port, database port number. Database port number. Yes, which port you used. We have to know these all the details. As a DBA, we only configured, we only build the database server. We know these all the things. The username is fixed. The database name, username. You can see username is default Postgres only. Yes. What is the default port number? 5432. The same port we used. What is the password? Oracle. I know. Yesterday I configured the database. So what is the host name? If it is Windows, it takes default local host only. What is the database? Which database you want to connect? HRMS database. I want to connect this DB. Yes, you can mention this DB. With this database where installed on local host. It's a Windows, it's a local host. Username. What is which user you want to use to connect this DB? Postgres. What is the password? Postgres user? Oracle. Database port number 5432. If we have these all the details, we can connect the database using GUI method. There where we can use PG admin tool. Let me open PG admin tool. Yes, can say. So yes, let me remove these all existing connections. Remove server. Yes, remove server. Yes. So this is the connections. First, we have to configure the connection with using these all the details. First, we have to create the connection. How to create the connection? Just right click on the server, click on register and server. Yes. What is the connection name? We can keep Windows DB because the database installed on Windows operating system. So we can like this. You can give any name. This is the connection name only. So under connection tab, where your database installed, it's a Windows operating system. It's a local host. What is the port number? Give the right port number. Give the database. Which database you want to connect? HRMS DB. What is the username? The same user I want to use. Password Oracle. You have to give this. If you want to save this password, click enable this one. Give the connection details here. Host name means server name. If it is Linux, keep the host name. The output you can mention here. Database host name. Port number. Which port you used? As a DB, we know yesterday we used same port only. Where what database you want to connect? Click on save. You can say the connection is configured. Connection is created. Once connection is created, expand here. So how many database you can say? HRMS Postgres. So which database you want to connect? Right click on the database. Click on query tool. What database you want to connect? Under database folder, all the existing database are there available. Two database are there. Expand the database folder. What database? HRMS. On the right click on HRMS database, click on query tool. Now I connected HRMS database. Let's wait. You can see here. Let's connect the server. Okay. Localhost. Okay, server name. Localhost. This is the Windows DB. Port number 5432. Database HRMS user. Postgres user. Password arrived. You can see it's connecting, it's opening query tool. This is the query tool. This is the query tool. This is the existing connections. When you click on here, default workspace, that is the existing connection show you. So this is the query tool. You can say query tool means here we can practice all SQL commands. Clear? Okay. So this is how, suppose I want to create one more database. Yes, one more database. Right click on the database folder, create a database. Suppose CRMS. I am going to create one more database. CRMS DB, click on save. Now you can say how many database there. So from GA, from PC admin tool, it's a GA tool with the help of mouse I can do. But if it's a command line prompt, here you can give the command. Here if you want to create the database, you have to give this command. If it is PC admin tool, not required to give command. Just right click, database, create database. It's going to create database dialog box is there. So you can give the DB name, click on save. So that the database will be created. Or if you want to create the database using a command line prompt, yes, you can give the command, same command here. Create database name HRMS1. Execute. How to execute this one? Select the command and click on execute. Yes, database got created. Now how many database are there? Can say refresh. Refresh 4 database are there. So this is how you can connect from PG admin tool. Anyone any queries? We install Postgres database on Windows platform. We we connect the database using command line mode and PG admin tool using GUI method. Okay. So we create a database. Okay, so let's see. Let's switch on how to install Postgres database DB on Linux platform. Yes, it's in real time all the database will be running on Linux platform only, Linux operating system only. Okay, so in Linux we are using yum method. Yum method. One of the method is yum method. Can say. So let me go to same yum method also we have to download the software. So let me download, click on download. Yes, click on packages. Choose the operating system Linux, Red Hat, then packages. Packages, Red Hat. You can see here which version you want to. Suppose 15. Select the version, select the platform. So how to check OS version? Platform means where you want to install this Postgres 15 on Oracle Linux 10 or 6 or 7. How to check the OS version? Let me connect putty terminal. Let me take the IP address. If config, what is the IP address? 124. Let me open putty. Yes, 192.168.0.124. Yes, root Oracle. Okay. So let me increase the font size. Change settings, appearance, change. Okay. So how to check the OS version? Yes. How to check the operating system version?
cat etc OS release.
cat/etc OS iPhone release. So which version, which OS we have? Red Hat, Oracle Linux, Oracle Linux Server 8.10. So we have to select based on operating system version. So 8.10 means major version. 8.10. What is the major version? 8. Okay. Red Hat or Rocky or Oracle, whatever. We have to choose major version 8. 8.10 is 8. So these are the things we have to instructions. You can say copy, paste and run the relevant parts of the setup script. We have to select the which Postgres version you want to install. I selected 15. Here select the platform means OS. OS means we verified 8.10 installed. 8.10 means the major version is 8. Suppose 9.10. Which version we need to select? Our OS is 9.10. Yes. We need to select a 9. If it is 10.10, the OS version is we need to select 10. So in our case, our OS version is 8.10. So we need to select this one, Oracle version 8. So the architecture is nowadays all are 64-bit. Default is selected 64-bit. Then copy the steps. Install the repository first. Install the repository. Copy this first line and paste into yes. It will install the repository first. Let's wait. It will install the repository. From that repository, it will install. Let's wait. You can say PGDC Red Hat repo. It's installed. It's completed without any errors. Next, go to the second step. So disable the built-in Postgres module. Just copy and paste. Yes, we disable. Second, third step. So install PostgreSQL. Sudo dnf install PostgreSQL 15. 15 means we are going to install 15 version. Copy, third step. Let's wait. Let's complete second step. Then go to the third step. Okay. Third step. Yes. Now you can see we install server. Next. Okay. This one. Copy. Yes. It's going to initdb. It's going to create a cluster. Can say initdb is going to initialize the databases. Means what are the default database it's created. Who create the cluster init in Linux? Initdb is the utility which we can use to create a cluster. Okay. So let's go to next step. Okay, next step. Enable the services. Let me go to enable. Yes. Next step. Start the services. So first we have to install the repository, then disable the Postgres module, then install the Postgres and create the cluster, then enable the services, then start the services. These are the steps we have to follow and build the database server using M method. Which method we followed? M method. People call it as a M method. Means if you follow M method, your Linux server should have internet connection. Your Linux server should have internet connection. Okay. So M method we have to follow one by one. Install the repository, disable the module, then install the Postgres server, then create the cluster, then enable the services, start the services. How to verify now service? How to verify the service are started or not? The same systemctl status, status, status Postgres 15. You can say it's active, it's running. Postgres service are running. So here the default user automatically created. What is the advantage of M method? Advantages. So default super user, yes, default user Postgres automatically created at a OS level. Second, default data directory, it created automatically. Yes, third, it takes default port number, that is 5432. So no need to create the user at OS level. No need to create the data directory. It takes data directory, default data directory. What is the default data directory? You can see here. This is the data directory. This is the default data directory. In case of em method. So what is the software location? This is the software location. This is the default Postgres home location. In case of em method, this is the home location. Let me go to home location and verify. Let me go to home location and verify. Can say cd/user PGSQL 15 means by seeing this we can understand easily. Yes, this is the 15 version installed on this server. So under home location, what are the folders mainly we need to verify? Bin folder. Yes or no? Bin folder, share folder, and lib folder. What is the purpose of bin folder? Yes, tell me. Hmm. All the binaries will be installed here. All the libraries will be installed here. All the extension related information installed here. So when you go to bin folder, yes, what is the utility as of now? How many utilities we know? Let me go to bin folder. How many utilities we know as of now? PSQL we know, yes or no? What is the purpose of PSQL?
To connect the database.
To connect the database. So other utility with a part of yum installation, there is a initdb, one more utility we covered. What is the purpose of initdb? What is the purpose of initdb? Can say initdb. Yes. To create a new cluster. To create a new cluster, we have to use to create a new cluster. We use initdb utility. Initdb utility. So each cluster, when you create a cluster, how many databases are there part of cluster? 3 databases. So when you see this here, you can say, so one cluster is running. What is the cluster data directory? This is the cluster data directory. Default, it takes data directory. It's created automatically. What is the purpose of data directory? To store the data files and the configuration files. What is the default home location for M method? This is the home location. Under home location, there is a bin folder is there. Under bin folder, utilities are there. Number of utilities are there. Out of this, we know 2 utilities only. PSQL. To connect the database, we are using PSQL. There is a initdb. To create a cluster, we are using initdb. Yes or no? The remaining will cover during the DBA course. Okay. So let me go back. So if you delete some files under home location, the database won't function properly. Just go and verify, come back. Go to the data directory and check the data files and what is the data directory here? Varlib PGSQL 15 data. This is the data directory location. PWD, yes. As a DBA, if you want to work with DBA, yes, these basic commands we required. We already completed cd, PWD. These all are cd dot dot. Directly, I want to go to directly inside this location. Yes, cd var lib is equal 15 data. PWD, yes, I confirm. I am in the inside data folder. So LL, it lists all the files and folders. Out of this, what is this? This is the directory or a folder. Directory or file. Hmm?
Directory.
When this all the files or directories created, what is the timestamp? This is the timestamp. Yes or no?
Yes.
Who is the owner of this? All the files and directories? You have to speak because you are new to this. So
Postgres.
Postgres. Postgres belongs to which group?
Postgres.
Postgres. So what is the size of this? What is the size of this file?
4577 bytes.
4577 bytes. Okay. So this is how can use the Linux commands. The Linux commands very, very important because the database is running on Linux server. If you want to connect the database, first you have to log into Linux server. You have to know basic commands. How to switch to user. How to see the files and directories. How to go to CD. How to use CD command. How to use pwd command. How to remove the files. How to copy the files. How to move the files. Suppose I want to see this file data. How can say? What is the command which you can use to see the file data?
VI.
cat pzf.
Cat. VA. Whenever you want to edit the data. Edit the data means if you want to add some more lines inside this file. Yes, that time you can VA. To see the file data, we can use cat is the best command. Okay, so please practice all the Linux commands which we discussed till yesterday. Those Linux commands very, very important. If you are familiar with Linux commands, then only you can active this Postgres SQL language. Because every day we are log into Linux server, then log into DB. Okay, so now, so for this yum installation, OS level, what user they used? Postgres. How to see which user we are in? Currently we are in which user? Yes.
Post
Verify data files. Data files under configuration files. Okay, so we already CD. Just you can use CD this one. This is how you can verify data files and configuration files. Okay. So which user we are in? What is the current user?
root users.
Root user.
Slash
Okay. So root user. Yes. So for yum installation, what user they use to install the Postgres database? What is the user? Postgres. Postgres database, Postgres software, they used yum installation, automatically they used Postgres user. At OS level, they created a Postgres user and they used Postgres user to create set of all the database related things. Now I want to switch to Postgres user. I am in the root user. I want to switch to Postgres user. How to switch Postgres user?
su
SU hyphen
Postgres.
username. So SU means switch user. Currently, which user I am in?
Postgres.
Postgres. What is the present working directory? What is the current location?
Postgres.
What is the current location? How to know current location?
pwd.
PWD. When you log into any user, what is the default Postgres default location? No need to check PWD. When you switch to we switch to Postgres user, we did not do anything. So when you switch to any user, what is the default location?
Postgres.
What is the default location?
Slash root.
Yes.
Slash root.
Anyone?
We have the same location because we have switched to.
Voha, tell me.
Slash root.
Currently, are you doing job or free only? You are not doing, right? College. That's your previous you work college lecture, right? Yes, Voha.
Sir.
Currently, you are free only, right? Like daytime, you are doing any job or
No, sir.
no, right? Okay. So you have enough time to practice, correct?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Or any busy with any schedule?
No, sir.
No, right? Because you are long back, you are there. Okay, so okay, when you log in with post any user, what is the default current location? When you log in with any user, default location /home/username. We already discussed that. So here, what is the default? Which user we switch? Postgres user. So the default location will be /home/Postgres. No need to check PWD. Here, so when you switch with Postgres user, default there is environment variable file is there. So default assign varlib PGSQL. That's why it's showing varlib PGSQL. So in general, when you switch to any user, the default location will be, if you want to let me switch, add user, how to add the user, tell me. User add ABC. So let me switch to ABC. Yes. Yes or no? PWD. Yes or no? /home/ABC. The same, yes or no? But with the part of M installation, Postgres user, there is a one file is there, they assign a default location, it will be /var pgsql. That is a different Postgres installation part different. But in general, when you switch to any user, the default location will be /home/username. That's it. That is a fixed. These all are fixed commands. Just you can practice. At least spend 1 to 2 hours time daytime. Then you are good, become good DBA. Let me exit. Yes, I am in the root user. Let me switch to Postgres user. Yes. How to connect the database? Yes. We already discussed that. How to connect the database? In Linux, Windows already discussed. How to connect the database? One is command line mode. The same command line mode. Second is GUI mode. In command line mode, what is the you can use? PSQL. In Windows, in Linux, any OS, how to connect the database, the way of connecting database, the same methods we are using. One is command line mode, second is GUI mode. So if you want to connect the database, you have to you have to switch to Postgres user, because the Postgres database installed with which user? Postgres user. So which user used to install Postgres database? You have to switch to Postgres user when you connect the database. So yes, I am with the Postgres user. How to know? When you give ID, yes, I am with the Postgres user. Here also the username will be print. So PSQL, yes, connected. Before connecting, you have to verify the service are running or not. After switching Postgres user, PS-EFA pipe symbol, grep Postgres. Once switch to Postgres user, you can verify the services running or not in anywhere. Before connecting the DB, you have to verify the services are running or not. How to verify the service in Linux? PS-EFA grep Postgres. So this is the home location, we know. This is the data directory. These all are background process. Yes, my services are running. My Postgres database services are running. So how to connect the database in command line mode? This is the command line mode only. Give PSQL, that's it. Yes, connected which database right now? The database name is Postgres. We connected Postgres database. So how to see the database? /L in Windows, Linux, the same commands. Once connect the DB, command line mode. The commands are same, /L. How to create the database? Same, create command. Create database name HRMS. Yes, /L. So this is how you can connect the database. If you want to, whatever if you want to, you can create. You can say. How to exit the database? /Q. How to exit from Postgres user? I want to go back to root user. How?
Exit.
Again exit. Yes. So when you see hash, that means which user currently we are in?
Root.
Root user. Yeah. Any queries from anyone? So the installation we finished top of Windows OS, top of Linux OS, and we know how to connect the database command line mode, how to connect the database using GI method, pgadmin tool, and we create a database. We seen how many data list of the databases, how to exit the database, how to connect the database, how to exit from Postgres user, how to switch root to Postgres user. These are all the things we covered. So please practice 1 to 2 hours, spend the time and you will practice so that next class it will be easy. If you are silent, okay, so it's not good. We are asking what are the completed, the same thing, right? We are not asking any new commands. Everything we are discussing everyday classes. We are not giving any assignment, any homework. So just whatever the completed every day 1 hour we record. You are getting record, you are getting the material, everything you are getting. So what else you require from my side? First you have to familiar with the DBA course. Then after you have to think about when the job. Okay, so please start practice. If not yet done, okay. So the installation Windows, how to uninstall, how to install Linux CM method, how to connect this everything you have to do many 4 5 times. Then only you can at least you familiar. Only 1 time, 2 times is not enough. Any software course, you have to more practice. You have to be more practice. You have to reading. You have to practice. You have to writing. Take a notebook and writing these all the commands. Then only you can get some knowledge. Okay, so that's it from my side today. So any queries from anyone, let me know, or else we'll continue tomorrow.